In this review, I'm going to look at a great solution for recording your DJ sets from IK Multimedia called the iRig Stream. If you enjoy this, please do like, follow, share, and you'll be notified of more reviews like this to help you become a better DJ. Right, okay, so you want to record your DJ sets, but for whatever reason, you don't want to use the record button in your DJ software. It could be because you're DJing from a streaming service, which won't let you hit the record button because of the licensing arrangements that the DJ companies have with that kind of service. Or you could be DJing and wanting to incorporate an MC or crowd noise, or you could be wanting to incorporate other stuff that just won't be recorded when you hit record on your DJ software. A lot of those record buttons have limitations. Or you might want to record your DJ sets out and about when you're not even using your laptop, or on gear that doesn't have software and a cable that you could then hit record on your laptop, because it's just standard DJ gear, right? You need to just get a normal output, plug it into something and record it. For whatever reason, it's good to have different ways of recording your sets that aren't just hitting record in your software. And sometimes, as I say, that won't be feasible for you. So this is one such solution. It's an audio interface. It's a 2-in audio interface. Well, a little bit more than that, as you're going to find out. From IK Multimedia. It's about $99, 99 euros, which is reasonable value for what it is. But for what it does, I think it's quite unique in the marketplace. So I want to explain to you how you would set this up to record and some of the problems it solves. So the first thing is, it doesn't have any recording stuff on it. It's an audio interface. You plug it into something else. Normally the phone in your pocket. Works with iOS, works with Android, works with tablets. Also works with a laptop or a normal, if you like, computer, a Mac or Windows. That's actually how we use it. So the first thing you're going to want to do with this device is plug it into what you're going to record with. It comes with all sorts of cables. These are for Lightning and USB-C. The one I'm going to use is for a normal USB. So we'll just get that plugged in there. But always be careful with DINs because you can easily bend the pins. And I have here feeding off to our computer a USB. Lights come on this now. It's getting power from the computer. You can have DC power in here as well. If you want to power your iOS device, for instance, at the same time, you can plug power cable in. It doesn't come with it, but generally it'll take power from whatever you plug it into. All right then, so this is now switched on as far as plugging it into the computer goes. Next thing we need to do is plug it into our DJ gear. Now, one of the problems this little box solves is there's only one output on a lot of DJ gear, like one simple little output, and that's it. That plugs off into your speakers, and that's done. So if you want to record the audio, where do you plug that in? There's no extra output. High-end gear has it, lower-end gear doesn't. It's another problem that this solves. So I'll show you how it works. What we're going to do is we're going to unplug from our speakers. This is set up and playing through the speakers now. We're going to unplug our speaker input because we want to put this into the little RCA inputs on this device here. This is now set up now. We've got audio coming from our unit into here, and it's going off into the computer in this instance, or your iOS device to record. Hit record on any app in an iOS device that accepts a record input. They provide one with it. But we can't hear what's going on. So this is the next clever little thing. This has built into it a little mini jack, actually it's this side, a mini jack output. It's also a mini jack input, we'll get to that. So by plugging in a cable into the mini jack there, I can now go to the back of my speakers, and these speakers have an 1/8" input there, and I can hit play on here, and now this is audible through my speakers again, which is awesome. I've now got an output to my speakers, which means that I can hear what's going on as if I hadn't unplugged anything. But also now we've got a record output heading off to our iOS device, our Android device, our tablet, our smartphone, or our computer. So that's cool, that's all set up now and working, and the little volume control, as I say down here, will allow you to choose how loud this is. Of course, you can still use your volume controls on whatever speakers you use. You could also use an adapter, which has got RCA to mini jack, right? An adapter to achieve the same thing. So now we've got our audio coming out through our speakers once again and heading off to our recording device, whatever, to record, which is pretty awesome. Job done. But there's more to this little audio interface than meets the eye. So one thing that it's got is on this headphones output, it's also a microphone input. So you remember on phones and still on iPads and so on, you have this socket that you can plug in the kind of earphones that have got a microphone here, has, you know, the microphone where they join. So when you get a phone call, you can also talk, right? So actually this socket, just like on phones before they stopped having headphones, microphone sockets. Just like on phones, it's got an input as well as an output. So this has got a microphone volume and a headphone volume here. And with the correct adapter in there, which is just a simple TRRS to stereo in mono, stereo out mono in adapter, and we've linked to one beneath here. With the right adapter, you can plug in a microphone here as well, and there's a microphone volume, so you can actually mix over your music. You can mix the microphone, so you can have a mic for crowd noise, or if you're doing a podcast, a music podcast, you can have a mic in order to record over the top of your music with you talking. Now, it might be better to plug into the DJ controller depending on how good the mic system is there, and whether it's got talk over or ducking, so you can automatically duck the level of the music when you're talking. But the point is there's an option there for that as well. So this little audio interface, deceptively simple though it is, has got music in, it's got microphone in, it's got direct output monitoring that's there all the time for your speakers, and then it feeds off to any device that you can hit record in on any app in order to record. Like on a Mac, you could use QuickTime, that's what we use, or use Audacity, which is free. And as I say, they provide an app for iOS and Android as well. So, and anything, even the ones provided with your system will work as well for recording. Record level is handled by this level knob here. You just set it so that the blue here goes into the green, but not into the red. There's 3 LEDs, blue, green, and red there, which is going to be pretty fine as long as your levels here are set to where you always have them on your controller and you're not pushing it too hard. Other features it's got, it has a loop back. This just allows it to mix the audio that's coming out of whatever you're running on your computer. Too hard to go into here, but you might want that in some instances in the future. It's good to know it's there. And it's also got a mono off and on. Now this is actually quite useful because some apps, especially if you're streaming, because you could use this for streaming if you can get around copyright issues, some apps expect a mono input and will only use the output from one of these. So therefore it means that all your audio is being fed to the app, even if it wants a mono input. And that's it. And as I say, it comes with other cables so that you can plug it into all those kinds of devices as well. That little setup there is so damn useful that here at Digital DJ Tips, it normally lives under the desk. We've been using it for a long while now to record everything we do. We just have it permanently set up to our RCA cables that we plug into any controller, any DJ system that we're testing, teaching on, or whatever. And then we know we can hit record over on our production Mac, and it'll just have a really clean recording coming out of that unit, while at the same time powering our speakers, which again are normally hidden under here. We use tiny speakers, by the way, because we don't want the speakers to bleed into my microphone. So we have very low volume in here. People think, oh, it must be great there, pumping the music up all the time. That's not how it works. Anyway, so this little audio interface we found really useful here at Digital DJ Tips. And we think that if you want to record your DJ sets for podcasts, music podcasts, or just for practice if you're using a streaming service, or you want something in your bag that you can just have with you at venues and very quickly plug in to the record out or whatever on their setup, this little iRig stream is a great solution. So what are the alternatives? Well, the one I want to draw your attention to is the Evermix system. Evermix comes in a nice little bag. This doesn't, by the way, for 99 euros. I'd quite like to have seen a little bag with it. But anyway, Evermix comes with it's a very similar looking device. It's a box, it's got RCAs on it, it's got the same DIN plug on it actually, although Evermix only comes with leads for iOS and Android, not for laptop. We haven't tried the iRig lead to see if it works with a big computer, if you like. I bet it would. But anyway, this is made of metal, not plastic. That's nice rubberized plastic, but this is made of metal as well. And you plug this in. It has got a socket for a microphone on it, so you can plug microphone in and get crowd noises from this as well. No record level on here. This is a little bit different. Evermix has got, and it's got the usual cables and stuff. Evermix is designed for DJs who want something in their bag that they can just take with them to gigs and plug in and record without having to worry about anything, even the recording level. It records into an app that runs on your iOS or Android device, and you can record and share from that app, and there's a few settings in there as well. Very, very simple. This is more like a fully fledged audio interface that happens to be very, very simple to use. This is a lot more flexible. So they're kind of going to different audiences, subtly different audiences. This is going to be more useful to you for various other things. For instance, switching into mono means you could actually plug 2 instruments in here and record. You could plug a mixer in here and record all kinds of stuff with it. And it's just got a bit more flexibility there, but it's up to you to decide what you're going to record on and what you're going to do with that recording. Whereas Evermix is more like a one-stop solution. Plug it in, hit record on the app and you've got it there finished, ready to save, ready to share and all that stuff. This doesn't have the ability to plug in speakers as I've just done there. So if you're using it on a DJ controller that's only got one output, the iRig is a bit more flexible. Well, it is possible to do it with the iRig in a way it isn't with Evermix. So that is our review of the iRig audio interface, a deceptively simple little audio interface. The best I can say about this is it sounds great, it's got all the right specs for sound, so you're going to get good sound quality out of this, but the best I can say with it is we've been using it at Digital DJ Tips for quite a long time now, under the desk, out of the way, because it's a really reliable, simple way of recording anything that we plug from here into there while keeping our speakers running into whatever device we want to record into. We've been looking for something like this for a while because generally to get this kind of thing set up, you have to buy an audio interface that's more aimed at musicians, and so it might have balanced inputs or it might have more inputs than you need, and it's just got stuff that is you're paying for that you're not using. Whereas that, you pretty much use everything on it and it's small, it throws in your bag, it just works. It's a good little device. So the iRig Stream is one of our top recommendations if you want to record your DJ sets but you don't want to hit the record button in your software to do it for whatever reason. So if you've enjoyed this review, please do like, follow and share. There's a link underneath to the full written review. Meanwhile, get good, get out there, make the moments, and I'll see you again very soon.